Hey folks, welcome to the Daily Dude. Today it's just one random fact about you and one video that I really enjoyed and you might like it too. Let's dive in.
My wife and I recently purchased a property in Southern Virginia where we are in the process of starting to build a homestead. We're remodeling the house and we're going to set things up to retire down there.
You can learn more about World Without Rule of Law at their channel link and 30 random facts link below. Today's video is Adventures of the Chicken Flockers, Backyard Chickens Assessment. It's over an hour long and chock full of information.
So we're chicken hunting right now. I've got 3 chicken experts in the car here, and I've convinced them to go chicken hunting and find a place that has backyard chickens and give a critique so that we can know what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong. So you had some issues with poultry before this?
Yeah, I kept different breeds of chickens, not really understanding that they originated in a hatchery, and part of getting birds from a hatchery is that most people only want to buy a female, a pullet or a hen, and not a male, and so that they're destroying all the males at a day old, which really bothers me. One of the ideas with the Sustainable Poultry Network is that by raising your own birds, number one, you don't have to put birds through the mail. Number two, you're utilizing both the male and female, so you're not having eggs that develop into a chicken, just throwing them away. You're growing them up and utilizing them for food as well.
So is the flavor different, or do we care about the egg color?
I don't think it is. No, I think these all.
No, all three. The only difference between these 3 eggs is shell color. Yeah. But Dana, you want to comment on just kind of what the public are like, huh?
Oh, they think, well, if I understand you correctly, Jim, right now it seems that people think that a brown egg is the most nutritious. They're going to buy brown eggs over white. They like the green for the color, but this is the most nutritious one is what you're going to hear.
And that's a lie.
That's strictly a myth.
So what makes an egg taste better or more nutritious?
Diet of the bird.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Diet?
Yeah.
Well, I think just, complete care of the bird, like taking care of your own body. You put good food into it, and you're going to get good out of
stuff
it.
from the ground. It all goes in.
Well, he's obviously he has the eye color. He's got good with the skull. Actually, this entire breeding.
What is good with the skull?
Well,
Tim?
good with the skull is you're evaluating bird to bird, but you go from the top of the eye across to the other side of the top of the eye. You want good with the skull, because if you have good with the skull on a bird, you're going to have with the body, almost guaranteed. You got a narrow skull, you're going to get a narrow body. And the reason you want with the body on both of these birds is because they're a dual purpose chicken. We want a good carcass, so we want a good flat back on them and a good heart girth. And I mean, that guy's got an enormous, just a fantastic back, so he's good size.
The fellow in the glasses doing most of the talking, that is Jim Adkins from the Sustainable Poultry Network. And I don't know a lot about it, but I've done a little research on the Sustainable Poultry Network, and I've seen Jim Adkins give seminars and speeches at different places around YouTube. But what he's trying to do with the Sustainable Poultry Network is to invigorate the heritage breeds. A lot of our hatcheries just really aren't paying much attention to the good qualities of chickens. So the dual purpose breeds are, maybe they concentrate only on the eggs, so those birds aren't getting large enough to eat in a timely manner. And so he's trying to set up a network of breeders breeding chickens to the standards of the whatever the American standards are, or the European standards, just so that we're maintaining the heritage breeds and we're not letting them become motley crews, as they like to say. Another point they make in the video, and it's like an hour 15 minutes long, and it's just people, chicken experts, talking about chickens, and just having conversations. And I think that was really enjoyable for me. So, and one of the things they're trying to do is, a lot of backyard chicken flocks we like the colorful eggs, and we like a colorful flock. So we're going out getting the pullets or the baby female chicks from the hatcheries, and it really doesn't dawn on us what happens to all the male chicks in the hatcheries, and that really is unfortunate. But if you're going to have a large flock of egg layers, for some of you it might make sense to stick with one chicken breed, and you'll be helping preserve that chicken breed for future generations if you breed them right, if you pay attention to the size and the temperament of the roosters and the egg laying capacity of the hens, and all the little tips and tricks that you'll find in this video. And maybe there's some extra money to be made for some homesteaders out there. Instead of just feeding your chickens and eating the eggs, well, you can feed your chickens, eat the eggs, hatch some eggs, and sell some of those fine examples of heritage breeds. One thing, it'd be cool if more of us went out there and we wanted to become the best Australorp chicken breeder in our county, or the best Barred Rock chicken breeder in our county, or pick a breed that you like and become the best chicken breeder in your county. And I think there's a little bit of income to be made from that, because most people just want backyard chickens. They want a variety of different types of birds that lay different colored eggs, and that's cool, that's fine. But we also need more people out there developing the breeds and maintaining them and even improving the breeds. A lot of times you get, just small birds that don't lay a lot of eggs from a mainstream chicken hatchery. So it would be nice to preserve those breeds. And I just did a chicken rant, didn't I? That's all right. Okay, let's move on. That is a really good video. Check out the link below. And my random fact number 14 is today, well, I've got some pictures and another video. So why don't I just explain the random fact number 14 as we take a look at the pictures.
I sang and danced in our high school show choir, and I had a lot of fun doing it too. I mean, we'd get teased once in a while, but look at all the pretty girls. I mean, come on. And I traded in baseball summer camp for show choir camp. It was a fun time, and yep, I did show choir.
And as in addition to being in the show choir, a little extra bonus video today, we also had a weekly TV show at our high school. And it was a Tonight Show style TV show where we had a main host, and he'd bring on guests and interview them. The guests would be from the school, or the teachers or students doing something. And there was also a band, so kind of like David Letterman and Paul Schaefer. Well, one year I was the I was the Paul Schaefer of our TV show, and that was kind of fun. So being the director, I would put together musical performances, and in this next video clip, we really good musicians for being high school. The guy on the piano ended up being the band director at our high school, still is, and let's see, one of the saxophone players is he's also a band director. The drummer is a teacher at an area school, and it's just a really good group of musicians that I grew up with in high school. And so we practiced this song. We ran through it twice before we performed it on the TV show. So it's lacking in a lot of skills, but considering we only practiced it twice, I think we did pretty good. I'm the only trumpet guy on the left. So with that, always use a wind filter.